I'm here today with Jason Marinko, Executive Chairman of Spook Fish Limited. Jason, welcome.
Thanks.
Can you explain a little bit about the Spook Fish business and particularly how you've got it to this point?
Yeah, Spook Fish is the next generation of aerial imaging technology. So the guys behind this business have been in this sector for over 20 years each, and they've taken some advances in technologies and developed a system that is really going to be a quantum leap forward in aerial capture technology. What we've done over the last 12 months is take our prototype and bring it to the stage where it's ready for commercialisation.
Now you've just raised a good amount of money, I think about $6 million, obviously strong appetite for the technology you're advancing.
Yeah. You know, what we did is, so we've been funded to develop our Generation 1 system, which is really getting our prototype ready for commercialisation. Now that we're nearing the stage of finalising that R&D, we're about to start putting that in place for the next generation system, the large-scale offering for next year. So that's what this funding will be used for.
And in terms of the actual sector that you operate in, how competitive is it and what advantages does your technology have over others?
Yeah, sure. No, it's a very exciting sector. It's a huge sector, but there's many companies capturing aerial imagery today. What we do differently is really take the best elements of satellites, the wide area capture, with the best elements of aerial, which is the higher resolution. So what usually with aerial, if you want better resolution, you have to compromise cost or smaller areas, and with satellite, vice versa, you lose resolution. What our technology will enable companies to do is capture very wide areas, whole states, countries in high resolution, but cost effectively. And
so the global scalability for this must be enormous, and therefore the interest in it from global organisations similarly?
Yeah, no, it's spectacular. It's an enormous industry. So the broader GIS industry is enormous because it has applications across all sectors, governments, you name it. What we'll do is really satisfy the appetite for data in that space. So they're hungry to get coverage and high resolution imagery everywhere. Up until now that's been too expensive or can't be done in a timely, consistent manner. So there's significant demand from groups all over the world.
And what about the differential in terms of 3D mapping as opposed to flat mapping?
Yeah, well, they're saying 3D photorealistic maps will be the maps of the future. The nice thing about our system is we don't have to do anything differently. It's optimised and built to capture high resolution 2D, ortho photos, 3D, true 3D models, digital elevation models, and in the future we'll have near infrared as well. So it's a fully optimised system, does everything at once. We don't have to go back and do different things.
And in terms of the path forward, what are some of the milestones that investors in the broader market should be looking for?
Yeah, no, it's an exciting time to get involved because, as I said, we're just nearing the completion of R&D of the Generation 1 system, so we'll bring that into commercialisation this quarter. And then we're putting in place the key things for getting the Generation 2, the larger scale system, in place in the middle of next year. So in the short term, we'll complete the R&D, we'll fly the evaluation agreements for those international groups that have inquired about our technology. We'll announce first contracts and we'll get CASA certification to fly the aircraft. So a lot of real commercial milestones in the short term, and then there'll be scaling up of that technology with a Generation 2 next year.
Jason, thanks for your time.
Thanks very much.